and Indiana Mills have worked hard to provide you with a quality occupant restraint system that will meet your needs. This has been accomplished only through a great deal of testing, time, effort, and commitment, and constant striving toward the highest quality of product in order to provide you, the end user, with a product that serves you well. Today, we would like to show you another step in our continuing effort to serve you with responsibility and excellence. Our focus will be on the Track 3 occupant restraint system and how to perform an inspection of this system. This demonstration will lead you step by step through the evaluation of the belt for wear and any other characteristics that would possibly reduce the safety of the belt in your vehicle. We will also cover the proper procedure for installation of a replacement unit in your Freightlinre vehicle. The Track 3 3-point seat belt system is an occupant restraint system designed for heavy trucks and specialty vehicles. Some features that make the Track 3 occupant restraint system unique are a specially tuned retractor and a patented comfort latch device that will provide driver comfort in rough riding conditions. Although the 3-point seatbelt systems in passenger cars may seem very similar to the Track 3 3-point system, there are some key differences that all users need to be aware of. In typical automotive applications, the normal life of the vehicle is usually 8 to 10 years, and the mileage does not exceed 100 to 125,000 miles. Trucks often see this type of mileage in less than 6 months, and many times they will accumulate over 1 million miles in their lifetimes. Another key difference between the two systems is the amount of movement the seat belts are subjected to. In an automotive application, there is little movement of the system except when the user puts on or takes off the belt. In trucks, however, there is almost constant movement of the belt due to ride characteristics and seats that are designed to move in order to enhance the comfort of the driver. Because of these conditions, there can be even movement in parts of the seat system when the belt is not being used. As long as there is relative movement between the seat and the cab, which normally occurs anytime the truck is in operation, this movement can cause wear of the seatbelt webbing. Keep in mind that this web movement can be significantly reduced when the belt is used and the comfort latch feature is operated. The comfort latch device is designed to provide additional comfort in rough riding situations and is used at the driver's option. Here is the proper way to use the comfort latch feature. After latching the buckle, pull out additional slack in the belt to eliminate pressure on your chest and your shoulder. Slack should not exceed 1 inch when measured from your chest to the belt. Lift the lever top of the comfort latch mechanism upward, clamping the web in place. The comfort latch feature is now operational. For normal release of the belt, simply release the buckle and give the shoulder belt a quick jerk, which will release the comfort latch mechanism and allow the belt to retract into the storage retractor. For operational release from the seat belt or for movement to adjust something in the cab, you need not release the buckle nor tug on the web. You merely lean forward and the force of your body will automatically unlock the comfort latch mechanism. Some of the vehicles which utilize the Track 3 3-point seatbelt system can be exposed to severe environmental conditions such as dirt, mud, oil, sand, cement, grease, and chemicals, all of which can reduce the life of the seatbelt system. These conditions are not usually seen in typical automotive applications. All of these factors, the high mileage associated with the Track 3 system, the continual relative movement of the system, the possible contact with the vehicle seat or other parts of the cab structure, and the potential exposure of this system to severe environmental conditions make it crucial to inspect the systems regularly. It is recommended that the entire seatbelt system, retractor, buckle side, and hardware should be inspected in accordance with the schedule outlined in your vehicle maintenance manual. Any seatbelt system that shows any cuts, fraying, extreme or unusual wear, or abrasion to the actual seatbelt webbing, or damage to the buckle, latch plate, retractor, hardware, or any other obvious problem or damage should be replaced immediately regardless of mileage. One of the critical areas that needs to be inspected is the webbing. The large amount of movement of the belt actually means that the webbing is experiencing friction as it travels in and out of the retractor through the pillar loop guide and through the various pieces of hardware associated with the belt. The following guidelines will help you understand how to inspect for cuts, fraying, extreme or unusual wear of the webbing, etc., damage to the buckle, retractor, hardware, or other factors that indicate the belt should be replaced. First, check the web wear in the system. Check the webbing to find out if it has been coming in contact with any sharp or rough surfaces on the seat or other parts of the cab interior. These areas are typical places where the web will experience cutting or abrasion. Check the belt's conditions for cuts, fraying, or excessive wear. The pillar loop guide is the area where there is almost constant movement of the seat belt webbing when the relative movement between the seat and cab occurs. The pillar loop is an area where belt wear may be seen even if the seat belt is seldom or never used. Check the comfort latch. Be sure it is not cracked or damaged and that it still works properly. Next, the buckle and latch should be checked for proper operation. Also, check to see if the latch plate is worn, deformed, or damaged. The retractor web storage device that is mounted either on the floor, the B-pillar, or part of the structural member within the vehicle should be inspected for damage. The retractor is the heart of the occupant restraint system and can often be subject to abuse or damage. Care should always be taken not to drop heavy tools or other objects onto the retractor, as this can cause serious damage to the retractor. Now the retractor operation should be checked to make sure that it is not locked up and that it spools out and retracts properly. This system is a dual sensitive retractor and it will lock when the retractor is accelerated or decelerated suddenly. The retractor will also lock in an emergency situation due to rapid acceleration of webbing out of the retractor. However, this is difficult to reproduce manually. Finally, mounting hardware must be evaluated for any excessive corrosion and for tightness of all hardware, bolts, and nuts. Once replacement of the seatbelt system is indicated, make certain that it is replaced only with an Indiana Mills Track 3 3-point system. This seatbelt system has been developed and tested specifically for this vehicle. If any part of the seatbelt system shows a need for replacement, the entire system must be replaced. An installation guide is attached to every replacement belt. This set of instructions is entitled 3-Point Seatbelt Installation Guide. An important note: the entire system must be replaced, both retractor and buckle side, if replacement of any part is indicated. Keep in mind that there are separate seatbelt installation guides for suspension and fixed bench seats. Follow these guides very closely. It is vitally important that all components must be mounted back in the same position as the original components that have been removed. This will maintain the design integrity of the mounting points for all the system's hardware. Retractors are supplied in the unlocked position with webbing pulled off the spool and the comfort latch locked on the web. If the comfort latch is released and the webbing is allowed to fully retract back into the retractor will move into a locked position. Once the retractor is locked and the web is fully spooled, it's difficult to get the retractor unlocked. If the web accidentally gets fully spooled, becomes locked, and will not allow any web to be pulled off the spool, you will need to mount the retractor at the proper angle and push the web back into the retractor by rotating the spool backwards about 1 inch. This should unlock the retractor and allow the web to freely extend from it. Lock off the belt with the comfort latch. To avoid this lockup condition, we suggest the following sequence to install the retractor system in the vehicle. First, mounting the retractor at the proper angle is very critical. We've simplified this procedure by supplying pre-assembled brackets with our retractors. On those that do not come with these pre-assembled brackets, there are locating pins to align the retractor in the vehicle's existing mounting holes. After the retractor is aligned properly, torque the mounting hardware to the proper requirement. The requirement is found in your installation guide. This will keep the retractor in an unlocked position as long as the comfort latch is not released. Grasp the comfort latch and extend web out of the retractor. Bolt the comfort latch and the pillar loop into position. The bolt should be tightened to 30 to 35 foot-pounds. Make sure the comfort latch is vertically aligned with the belt and remains rigid after tightening. Be sure the pillar loop is free to rotate. Once the retractor is mounted in position and web is extended and pillar loop is attached, extend the belt several times to check the free rotation of the pillar loop. Extend the end bracket to the interconnect point and mount it to the seat or vehicle structure, depending on the type of seat involved. Check to make sure the web is not twisted in the system. If you are dealing with a suspension seat that is equipped with tethers, make sure the tethers are properly bolted to the interconnect point on the seat along with the seat belt. After the buckle side is mounted, latch the tongue into the buckle to check proper operation. The system should now retract properly and be ready for use. If you are using adjustable tethers, check to make sure they are properly adjusted in accordance with installation instructions. Keep in mind that if your system uses tethers, they also need to be inspected for web wear, just as seatbelt systems are. Indiana Mills and Manufacturing is a leader in occupant restraint systems for heavy trucks and specialty vehicles. Freightlinre and Indiana Mills are committed to serve you with information and guidelines for evaluation and quality replacement parts. If you have questions specifically for Indiana Mills related to your seatbelt system, please feel free to call 317-896-9531 and ask for extension 500. We will be glad to assist you with your questions about inspection or replacement and installation of the Track 3 3-point system in your vehicle.